So here we are, welcome to a 30-minute express blast of Pilates. Get you going for the day. We've got a band, light weights. I've got 1 kilogram weights there and something to sit on. And we're going to start by doing some squats. So if you want to pick up a heavier weight, I've got a little 3 kg here, just to beef it up a bit, but you could just do your arms. All right. So assume the squat position. Now remember, cut back from the hips. Keep your belly button pulling to your spine. Keep your breastbone lifted, all right? Are you good? Here we go. Take it down. Good. And up. That's it. Really use the backs of the legs and the bottom to come up. Super. Get nice and low. Look for that little infant school chair behind you. It's there somewhere. Looking good. Keep breathing. Exhale as you come up. So remember, as we go through the class today, to listen to your body. Anything doesn't feel right, don't do it. Be your own best friend. We're going to tick all the boxes: abs, butt, back, all the usual Pilates goodies. We're going to do 4 more, all right? Here we go. Down, and really use the backs of the legs. 3, good, and 2, woo, and 1. Very nice. Get rid of the heavier weight. We shan't be using that again. Let's just do some shoulder rolls. Rolling them forward. And as you do this, just walk through the feet. So we're keeping the legs going as well. So that's it. Just pressing into the insteps there. Feels like some kind of Fosse move, doesn't it? And then go the other way. Shoulders, feet going. There you go. You're just glitching up on me a little bit this morning. I hope it's okay. Frozen. Are we still there? We're good. All right, and then just come down. Let's come to the middle of our mat for our roll downs. Get the gubbins out the way for the time being. Standing in the middle of your mat with your feet fist width apart, belly button pulling to spine, tailbone lengthening to the floor, collarbones nice and wide, ribs closed, crown of the head lengthening towards the ceiling effortlessly. All right, we're going to take a breath in, reach up, palms up to the sky. As you exhale, push the air down, 1 for nothing. Here we go, 1 more time. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, push the air down. This time as you come down, chin comes to chest. Bend the knees slightly and then carry on rolling down. Thinking of rolling your face down the front of your body until you're hanging over your legs and looking at the world upside down. Take a breath in, exhale, up we come. Stacking up the vertebrae this time. Keep the arms loose. The arms are like soggy noodles there at our sides. Good. Let's go again. Inhale to stretch up. Lengthen the spine. Exhale. As you push the air down, your spine is growing even longer. Chin to chest. Let's take it down. Bending the knees slightly. At the bottom, we're going to start to straighten one leg and then the other. Now, as always, don't worry if you're not going to fully straight at this point. We're just looking for a little bit of opening in the backs of the legs just to sort of test the waters, see how we're feeling this morning. So just go towards the final destination of straight. Crown of the head dropping slightly closer to the floor as you do this. Bend both legs, exhale up we come, pulling your belly button to your spine to create some lightness in your midsection. 1 more time, are you ready? Take it up, stretch it up. Exhale, be like that wine bottle opener. So as the arms come down, you get taller in the middle. Lovely chin to chest. Take it down. This time we're going to inhale, bending both legs. As we exhale, we're taking both legs towards straight. Inhale as we bend. Exhale as we go towards straight. Lifting your tailbone up to the sky each time you re-straighten your legs. Lifting up your hip crease so you're folded over from your hips, keeping the weight in the mid to front part of your feet. Let's do one more of these. Inhale and exhale. Bend the knees now, come down to the floor. All the way down to 4-point kneeling. There you go. Keep the toes tucked under. That's it. I think Dan's frozen. And you're going to take a leg back. So take a leg back and you're pressing into that heel. Now really think about opening behind the left knee. So you're getting that leg nice and straight. There you go. And there's Mabes. Oh, look, she's doing the same as you, Dan. Oh, bless. Stretching out, Mabes. Good. Let's swap legs. So taking the right leg back, both sets of toes are tucked under and you're pushing that heel away from you. So you're getting a little bit of a stretch in the calf. You might find you're feeling a bit of an opening in the front of the hip there. But also, as before, think of opening out behind the knee, as if you've got an eye there, as you would, and you want to open it nice and wide. Come back to 4-point kneeling. We're going to do a very fluid thread the needle, all right? So let's take our left arm out to the side. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Are you ready? Breath in. As you exhale, slide the back of the hand along the floor. Left shoulder comes down to the floor. Bottom is in the air and you're looking up towards the ceiling as you reach those fingers away from you. Bring it back. Press into your right hand now as you turn the chest towards the wall at your side. Gorgeous. One more, down and through. Reach it, reach it. Bring it back. Open out the chest. Gorgeous. Other side. So right arm out to the side at shoulder height. Make sure your belly button is still pulling to your spine here. Breath in to start us off. Exhale, back of the hand sliding down and through. Remember, we're looking for that lost pound coin under the sofa. We'll find it one day. Bring it back. Press down into the left hand so you can turn your chest away from it. Roll this top shoulder down and back away from your ear as you look up. One more time, down and through. Super. Bring it back. Stretch it up. Open out the body. And bring yourself down. Good. We're going to come to sitting. And we're going to take a nice roll back purely to just get us down on the floor, okay? The internet does seem to be a bit glitchy this morning. I hope you guys are okay. All right, so let's start with bent legs. Arms out in front. Remember, roll the shoulders down and back so the collarbones stay nice and wide. And pull your belly button away from your thighs. Okay, very tempting here to just sort of let it hang out on your thighs. No, 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 not today. Breath in. Exhale, scoop it under now. Start to roll back onto your lower back. Belly button still pulling to your spine as you go all the way down. With lovely control because you do Pilates. And at the bottom, we're going to take our arms over our head and do a full body stretch. Oh, that's so nice, isn't it? All right, let's pick up our little weights. Now, like I said, they're actually 2 pounds. It's like a bag of sugar, isn't that? In each hand. And we're going to do our chest lifts. Now, we will do the first one just to check our form. So your feet are bent up, fist width apart. Not your feet, your legs. Your legs are bent up. And remember, you want to keep those knees in parallel. Arms above your chest, palms facing your legs. Take a breath in. As you exhale, first of all, tighten up a corset around your middle, like you're going to put on a Bridgerton costume. Then the arms come down strongly, like they're made of iron. At the top there, you reach the weights towards your heels so you can come up a little bit higher onto the tips of your shoulder blades. Keep that new height as you take the arms back up. There's the doozy, and then you take it back down. All right, that's the form I want to see for each and every one. Okay, here we go. Breath in, exhale, core. and arms. Reach it forward, arms up, chest down. Breath in, exhale, corset, arms down, and reach, arms up, chest down. Breath in, exhale, fire up your middle, bend the arms, reach it forward, arms up, chest down. Breath in, exhale, boof, and bam, and reach, and up. Two more. Breath in, exhale, fire it up, press it down, reach it forward, take it up, take it down, and breath. Exhale, core first, arms, and reach, arms up and down. Good, we're going to keep going here, chaps. Remember, as we progress this up, if you want to just stay at that level, that's perfectly fine. Just carry on doing that, that's fine. Breath in, exhale, core first, then arms. Now hold it there, take a breath in as you exhale, one leg at a time to tabletop. Good, now make sure your knees are over your hips and they haven't come towards your body. Keep them back. Belly button pulling down into the mat. Fingers are reaching forward the whole time as we start to toe tap and toe tap and toe tap. Good. Remember, the angle behind your knee doesn't change. It's the angle at your hip that changes here. So the legs are at that 90-degree angle, even as they're swishing around. Good. 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Back to tabletop, arms up, chest down, hug your knees in. Take a moment. We are going to keep going, okay? Remember what I said about keeping it at one level if you'd rather. Legs back in tabletop, arms over your chest. Breath in, exhale, corset first, then the arms. Good. Now reach forward with those weights. Good. This time we're going to extend a leg and then we're just going to change. Now the bent knee can come a little closer to your torso here as you reach forward. Reach, keep breathing. You might want to go breathe in, breathe in, breathe out, breathe out. See what works for you as always. Let's go. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs back to tabletop. Arms up. Chest down. Get rid of your weights. Hurrah, I hear you say. Hug your knees in one moment. So we're going to add a rotation now. So the legs are going to do exactly what they were just doing. But we're going to change the upper body. You're going to bring your hands behind your head and you're going to rotate towards the bent leg with the elbow and then switch, okay? Remember, you don't want to be like a ship on a rough sea, rocking and rolling from side to side. Stay as still as you can in the body. Make it from the waist upwards, okay? So hands behind your head. Tabletop with your legs. Take a breath in, exhale, fire up your corset, lift up your chest. Good, let's extend our left leg away. So our left elbow is coming towards our right knee, all right? And then we just switch from here. Here we go. We switch, and we switch, and we switch. Good, and switch, and switch, and switch. Good, watch your elbows aren't wrapping around your head like a boxer on the ropes. Let's go. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Legs to tabletop. Chest down, hug those legs in. Nice work, guys. Feet back down on the floor. Let's do a quick pelvic curl. Arms down by your side, palms on the mat, all right? Breath in, exhale, we tilt to start and then roll all the way up. Lovely. Now keep those ribs closed. You want to press up with your buttocks and the backs of your thighs here. Squeeze it up, backs of the arms also pressing into the mat to get those hips nice and high. Knees are in parallel. And then exhale as you roll it down. We're just going to do one more of those, okay? Breath in. Exhale, tilt. Up you go, one vertebra at a time. At the top, squeeze it up, squeeze it up. Now, if you want to pop the heel so you're pressing into your insteps, that gives you a bit more space to tilt the pelvis underneath you. Arms up and over, again, if it feels right for you. So they're above the head. Squeeze up those hips even more. Now keep the hips exactly where they are as you lower the heels back down, and leave the arms where they are as you start to roll down. So you're getting more length in the upper body. All the way down. Good. And hug your knees in. We're going to come over onto our side for some clams. Hopefully you're both still with me. As I said, internet seems to be a little glitchy today. We shall carry on regardless. All right, so you're down on your side. We're going to start with some diamond clams. So just remember the setup is that you imagine you're against a wall. Oh, good. There's Jan. All right. Jan and her band, because she's a tough nut. If you want to put a band around your legs, be my guest. You crazy fool. You want to imagine that your feet and your bottom are pressing against the wall. You're up against the wall here, so they're aligned, all right? Hand on your top hip, drop your knees, lift your feet. All right, here we go for some diamonds. Take it up and down, and 2, and down. Good, and 3. We've got to be and 4. Got to get some nice stretching in for Dan later. And 6, Ibiza recovery. 7, 8, and 9, and 10. Going into killers now, chaps. Take it up. Take it out. Now remember here, the knee is pointing forward. You're stretching your toe to turn the light switch off with your toe. Stretch it out. Good. Bring it back and down. Take it. Take it out. Bring it back. Same form each time. Let's have a little bit of QC, quality control. And down. 3 more. Up and out and in and down. And 2 and in. Last one, we're going to hold it out there. Flex the foot. Push that heel away from you. So if anything, you're lengthening your leg even more. Just glance down and make sure your foot is in line with your hip and hasn't drifted forward. We're going to pulse it up, chaps. Here we go. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the foot. Bring it in. Resist the closing. And down. Good. Come up into your modified mermaid for a little side stretch towards the legs. Keep this top shoulder down. Stretch to the fingers. That's it. Let's do that on the other side, because we've got other stuff to get to today. Spit spot. All right, so just check your alignment. Feet and bottom aligned. Top hip's going to stay still, by Jove. Knees down, toes up. Belly button pulling away from the mat. Here we go. Take it up and down. Good. And 2 and down. And 3. Keep working that knee at the top. Don't just stop. Keep pressing until it comes down. 6. Very nice. And 7. We like a clam. Yes. And 9. And 10. Killer clams, especially with a bit of butter and garlic. Press that toe away from you. Press the light switch here. Remember that. Bring it back. Close it down. Take it up. Take it out. Bring it back. Rawhide. And 3. And in and down. Good. And 4 there. And in and down. And 5. Looking very nice. And in. Last one. Take it up. Take it out. Good. Flex the foot. So the toe should be pointing forward. The leg has stayed in parallel here, okay? And we're pulsing. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pretty toes. Bring it in. Close it down. Good. Give it a little rub or a thumb. Super duper. Up you come into your modified mermaid. Take a little stretch. Very nice. Good. We're going to come down onto our front. We're going to do our Sphinx flow, which we haven't done for a while. Do you remember this? So I'm going to remind you of what it is. Yeah, you can take your band off now, Jan. So we start in our Tom Daley dive, dive, dive position. All right, and remember, as always, you want your tailbone lengthening towards your heels here. As you take your inhale, you're going to slide your forearms in towards your body. Here's your Sphinx, hence Sphinx flow, all right? Now in this position, get lots of space in your front body. As you exhale, you're going to press down into your forearms, and it's like you're trying to do a cat, but you kind of don't get off the ground. So you're just lifting your hips, but you're rounding your back into a C as much as possible, looking along the floor towards your knees. Place the front and hips back down on the floor as you lengthen through the front body, coming back either to your Sphinx or start to lift the elbows slightly to come into a bit of a cobra. See how you're feeling today. And then you slide the hands forward to return to your Tom Daley. All right, that's the deal. Here we go then. Inhale to Sphinx. Exhale as you round the back, tuck that tailbone up and underneath you like it's trying to reach your nose. Inhale, place the hips down, lengthen the front body, be majestic here. Slide the hands back down. Inhale to Sphinx. Exhale as you round the back, pushing the forearms into the mat, letting the head drop. Inhale as you drop the hips. Majestic Sphinx or Cobra. And slide them down. Good. Two more, chaps. Here we go. Inhale to Sphinx. Exhale to round the back. Inhale as you place the hips down. Coming up. Exhale as you take it down. Last one. Make it a good one. Sphinx. Enjoy that nice feeling of being a Sphinx. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, place the hips down. Up you come. Let's just take a moment here. So make sure the back of your neck has stayed long and you're not forcibly looking forward. Keep the back of the neck long. That's it. And then think of that lovely line from your pubic bone up through your belly button, your breastbone to the hollow of your throat. Long and gorgeous. Good. Yes, very nice, Dan. Slide it down. Gorgeous work, guys. Press back into child's pose. Super. You both feeling okay? They're good. They're good. That's it. Stretch it out. Good. Knees together or apart here, whatever suits you. Remember, you're pressing your bottom towards your heels as you stretch forward. Lovely. All your hands in. And we'll do a little bit of stretching, shall we? We're just going to do glutes and hammies. We're going to keep it simple. So if you want to grab a band or a magic circle for your hamstring stretch, grab it now. All right. We've got to stretch Dan out after all that hard partying. I'm intrigued by Ibiza, I must say. I've never been. Sounds like an interesting place. All right, so we're going to start with our figure of four. Remember, in this position, if you feel like the back of your neck is all scrunched up like that, that's not good. Put something little under your head so you can keep the back of your neck long and comfy, all right? Hold on behind the thigh and let it drop towards you. Jan, I need to tell Dan my joke. I know you've heard it. And I'll try to get it right this time because I think I fluffed it the other day. Here we go, Dan. Actually, let's change legs. Change legs. I've got a good joke for you. So a mouse walks into a music shop. All right, a mouse. And the chap behind the counter says, "Hello, Sonny. What can we do for you today then?" And the mouse says, "I'd like an organ, please." Wait, it's not finished. And the chap behind the counter says, cool, that's very strange. You know what? You're the second mouse today that's come in and asked for that. And the mouse says, oh, well, the other one must have been Monica. Untie your legs. Let's get into those hammies. That's a cracker, isn't it? Come on. Putting one foot in your band or your magic circle. That's it. Whatever you want to use. You can just use your hands if you'd rather. And again, just, ease into it. See how you're feeling. And then when you're ready, start bending. We've all got our bands today. We've got a little rainbow collection of bands. As you re-straighten the leg each time, thinking of taking that heel further away from you, so that each time you re-straighten, that leg is getting imperceptibly closer to your face. That's it. You can walk the hands up the band to get a better purchase. That's it. Open out behind the knee. Dan, that's looking good. Look at that. That's it, Jan. Can you get that leg a bit straighter? We've got to prep you for that walking in Guildford. We've all got things to do, haven't we? Whether it's Ibiza or Guildford, we've got things to do. Let's bend again and straighten. Now, how about keeping that top leg where it is and extending the underneath leg? See how you go. See how you go. Be curious. There you go. That's all right. That's quite nice, isn't it? Lovely. Let's change legs. Other foot in the band, other leg down. Keep it bent up to start with if you want to. Elbows on the floor so you're nicely supported, and then bending the knee towards you. And again, pushing that heel up and over. Remember where we're going to end up with this toe here on the floor here. All right, so that's where we want to get closer to each time we re-straighten the leg. That's it. Exhale as you extend. Lovely, guys. Feel the breath flowing down the back of your leg. Super. Walk up the band with your hands if you want to. And you want to think of pushing that hip crease away from you. So it's like the back of the leg is coming towards you and the front of the leg is going away from you, almost like a sort of circular motion there, to give yourself a bit of space. That's it. Take a breath in. As you exhale, let's extend that underneath leg. See how it's feeling. There you go. Breathe. See, you've surprised yourself, haven't you? And then bring that leg down. Good. Get rid of the band. We're going to make our way to 4-point kneeling. Get that any which way you want to. I shall meet you there. All right. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, shoulders down away from your ears. That's it. Belly button to spine. Let's do a quick cat-cow. Take a breath in. Exhale around the back as you push the mat away from you. Let your head drop. Inhale as you lengthen through, pushing the tailbone away. Let it float all the way up so your back arches. You can look forward here and then just give your tail a little wiggle left to right, and it gives you a nice release in your lower spine. Let's go one more time. Exhaling to round the back into a C. Inhale, we're just going to return to neutral this time, chaps. Return to neutral. Tuck your toes. Let's come up into our downward dog. Oops. That's it. That's looking better, Jan. That's a better breadth for your downward dog. Nice. And then you let your breastbone drop towards the floor, taking your tailbone back diagonally away from you, pushing the mat forward with your hands. Bend the knees. Let's walk in. Take it nice and slowly. Shake out over your legs when you get there, and then exhale. We're going to round it up. sort out your kit at the top. Lovely. Let's come back to center. Finish it off in style. We haven't done this for a couple of weeks, so this is going to be good. Don't worry, our balance is still there. No cause for alarm. Feet together, because remember, we want to use that squeezing in action, like a tube of toothpaste, squeezing in so that we can go up, all right? Hands on your hips. Let's just do a couple of little plies, getting nice and soft at the bottom there. Can you go down a little bit further at the bottom? Get a stretch in the calves. Good, that's it. Down you come. Make sure you're even. Make sure you're even. That's it. There you go, good. Now, as you straighten your legs this time, think of pushing your feet through the floor. Squeeze the inner thighs. Here's our tube of toothpaste. We can't help ourselves. We float up onto our tippies. Hold the ankles, hold your core. And lengthen your heels down to the floor. Good, really nice. One more time with the arms for a spectacular finale finish. Plie. Good. Squeeze those inner thighs. Take the arms out. Hold it like you're floating above the world. Absolutely gorgeous. You both look like you could have stayed there all day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you soon.